in terms of it looks like we're gearing up to a 3-horse title race. What do you guys think on that? Do you reckon it will be sustained by all 3 teams? Do you reckon that one team has more about them?
Same thing, I think. I think it's the same thing. And listen, I'm not even...
Same thing as last year?
No, same. Well, last year, Liverpool will be there or thereabouts, same like they were last year. But in terms of will they go on and win the league or whatever, I think it's the same thing as last year in terms of... No, that's what I was just saying about coming up against the better sides. We'll learn more about them. You know what I mean? Arne Slot is saying this. It doesn't just because it's coming from us doesn't mean it's bullshit. Arne Slot is saying himself, we haven't played against the top teams. We'll see where we are when we play against them. So we're all waiting to see that with Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? But otherwise, why not? Their squad seems to have the quality to do it. It's just about let's see what they do in them games so we can really see the level. I know Arsenal's level. I know City's level. Liverpool is still where we're like, okay, are they going to be title or is it going to be third place again? You know? So let's see.
What do you think?
I think everyone wants to rush.
I think they will be. No, I think they will be.
Win the league?
Not win the league, but I think they'll be. I think I've got City to win the league until someone actually dislodges them. But I think they'll be in the mix just as much as Arsenal. I do think the Rodri injury is going to be an adaptation period for City, and that's where I'm looking at Arsenal and Liverpool. Can you guys capitalise while they're trying to figure this kind of thing out, if that makes sense? So Liverpool, as much as they've started well, keep it up, and I don't see why not.
You see, with what you just said now, I said you think that they're going to be there. We've had this conversation for the last 2 weeks now where we said that the antithesis of Pep is what defeats it. Do you think that Liverpool's new style of play probably makes them a bit more prized to call something? Because there's a bit more control. It's not so as gung-ho. It looks like they still have weapons that can score goals. We're still not seeing a lot of like certain players come off the bench and whatnot. Like,
I don't even, and the funny thing is, I don't even feel like we've seen the full version of this Arne Slot side, if that makes sense. Just because it's been positive, they haven't conceded a lot. Like, I feel like the last 2 games, creatively, it hasn't really clicked, if that makes sense. But they've still come out and got results. And I think previous years, Liverpool in a 12:30 kickoff versus Palace, it would not have gone well. And the fact that they're able to come away with that result, I'm kind of looking at, okay, that's one for the mentality, but maybe people won't look at it as like it's a big team or whatever like that. But for me, I thought that was a good win in that aspect.
You got to get through every team.
Yeah, but then, I don't know, I think when they play the better sides, we'll probably get better.
Gauge it better.
I like their build-up, though. They build up so nicely now.
And it's quick as well.
It's quick, it's quick. It's not too many passes. They build it up very quick, whether it's down the side to Robertson, whether it's down the side to Van Dijk.
I'm sorry.
Previously, it always felt like they were like almost like a wing-based team.
Yeah.
Now it's like, bro, it can come from any side.
They play through the middle. Yeah, they can play through the middle with Gravenberch. They play through the centre halves. They play through, or if they need to go diagonal, if they need to go to the fullbacks, they do. So they build up swiftly now. Like I think it was Salah ended up having a shot. The move that they did, I was like, Liverpool are popping it. A pass went into the middle. Gravenberch turned, passed it. I was like,
it's the small bits. For me, it's the small bits of quality as well. Like, I think before that goal, I think it's Tsimikas that plays this sort of like.
He played well.
I said, okay.
I thought he was like, what the hell's he still doing here after the summer?
I was like, okay, that's how you're feeling. So like, you can tell that there's some confidence there. Park Live manager says if Arne Slot wins the Prem in his first season, that would be nuts. Do you guys think Slot will get full credit, or will they say this is a Klopp team? Good question.
What?
If Slot won the full credit,
it's not even a question,
bro. He will have a statue before Klopp.
Like, it's easily a full credit.
That would be incredible.
Klopp, you walked away from
if he wins the league straight after the Cup leagues, that's mad.
It's mad. First season.
Transition.
First to do that since.
What, win it in the Jose?
Conte.
First manager since Conte.
Yeah.
Yep. Rigo's mum says, does Fuad keep saying swashbuckling because he's a pirate?
Van Dijk is looking like, regardless, left, small team or what, Van Dijk, he's looking better than last year. In my opinion.
Speak on it.
I actually genuinely think he's looking better than last year. Like, he's looking better than last year. He's looking. I'm not saying he's going back to 18, 19. He's not
Say
going back.
it,
Say
Say
it! He's not going back to like. He's not. Listen, we're all gonna say that level was
that's a unicorn.
Lot, yeah.
That's a unicorn.
Yeah. But he's looking.
He's gone up a level from last year.
He's looking good again. He's looking fast again, and he's looking mobile. He's looking like elite.
The one thing I say about Van Dijk is, and we have these conversations about centre halves. The older you get to this phase where it's what you can and can't do, and he perfects what he can do to a T. And because you've got a partner in Konate, you can do the other stuff.
Yeah.
And it works really well. And I feel like that's why the Gabriel and Saliba partnership it's so interesting because it feels like they're doing that at a very young age. Like Saliba knows there's certain things, bro, you gonna do the scrap.
Yeah.
I'll do this. And the
with
fact
Virgil, though, you have to give him credit for kind of how he's adapted, because I feel like when he came back from the injury the first year, he was still trying to play at that level of he was before.
Exactly.
And his body was almost telling him,
you can't do that. Let's find a
need to
different way.
tweak it a little bit. And I just feel like he's, not that his reading of the game needed improvement, but it's just gone up a level where I'm just like, bro, the way he reads the game now is
let me give you a comparison.
Van Dijk,
you like this one as well. As his career progressed, his way of defending had to tune. Your boy, Ledley.
100%.
Ledley went through exactly the same thing, where his actual defending and his principles of his defending became so much more about intellect, because he knew that his body couldn't do certain things.
And both of them were very fast, very physical defenders beforehand. But it's like now, it's like no. Let me use that brain a little bit more. And he's still got the physicality, as you say. He's getting back to that level as well. It's just
I would say
spooky.
we will have to we do have to wait until the big ones,
the big dogs,
the better attackers as well, because. Look, with all due respect, I mean, when I saw like Nketiah, for example, come on, Nketiah's not going to get no change from Van Dijk and Konate. Like, I don't even have to watch the game to know that. Yeah, he almost scored from a Liverpool mistake or whatever it was, but he's not going to get much change. Do you know what I mean? Some of the players that they're kind of coming up against, you're not going to get much change from them with this level of centre half as Van Dijk and Konate. But let's see when they play, you know, Ollie Watkins and Haaland and you know, Arsenal, and even you lot are in form. You lot as attackers, you are scoring goals freely still. You know what I mean? Let's see when they play against it. Then you can really say, because no one's doubting their quality, but then you can really say, okay,
when it's war tested. MTV says, do you think this might be Liverpool's last season as title content challengers for a bit, considering the expiring contracts?
No.
I mean, you got to read
it depends what FSG do.
Listen, I mean, it's all when Van Dijk, Salah is aging, Van Dijk, you're always going to have worries in it when them they got to replace them guys very, very well. So it's going to be difficult.
It'll come down to two things. Obviously,
they'll sign new deals though. I think
Trent will. Yeah.
I think all three of them will. I think all three of them will.
Yeah.
I have to look at a scenario where they don't. I think it's obviously they've had background changes, so who is making the transfers? Who's bringing those people in? Do they have the cash to bring the talent they want in? Because even this year, we don't speak. I always love in football when something happens so greatly that you don't have to speak about the conversation before.
Yeah.
The whole summer was panicking over a midfielder. What if Gravenberch doesn't start putting up trees? We don't have the conversation we're having now. So they've had to rely on something that they've done before. Are they in a place where they can make the signings that help them go even better next year?
Conor Bradley, stay ready.
Boy, Curtis Jones and them, man.